Our forward propulsion shorted out. What was that?
I think... It's hard for me to actually say, but I think a bloodstone just exploded.
A bloodstone? Then how are we still alive?
Good question. But others might not have been so lucky. I'm going down to scout for survivors, see if I can piece together what happened and why the blast reversed itself.
Watch your back and let me know what you find out. We'll try to get this bird running again.
Members of the Pact.
Bloodstone! Commander, are you still alive?
They've been consumed by bloodstone magic. They deserve a better fate.
Ready to run!
Whoa. The blast released spirits. They may be sacrificial victims of the White Mantle. My ancestors reviled those evil badgers. They tried to exterminate my ancestors, but tortured their own people as well. These spirits were twisted by what they went through. A large chunk of the bloodstone still intact. And these foul things. This bloodstone must have been larger than anyone imagined. What could have caused it to explode?
Fairly deadly blast.
I've never seen an explosion collapse on itself like that. Magic was inches from my face, and then it suddenly shot into the ground. You think a dragon was responsible?
I'm not sure yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. I want to get into that crater and find out why the blast reversed, and where the magic went.
I don't know if there's backup available.
Easier said than done. The area is swarming with White Mantle. We sent a patrol, but only one soldier made it back, and she's, not well.
What's wrong with her?
She was hit with magic unlike any we've seen. On the outside, she's fine, but it twisted her inside something fierce. She can barely move. She's been raving about floating purple stone monsters ever since she got back.
Stone creatures? That rings a White Mantle bell. Can you reach the Priory and see what they know about them?
Sure thing, Commander.
Have you seen Drannoc?
Who?
He's a Sylvari. Tough, but well-spoken. Medium build, a bit cranky.
Can't say that I have. But I did see Kaith run through here like a centaur on fire. She wouldn't stop for anything. Just hauled tail through the war zone and was gone like that.
Thank you. I'll let the General know you're down here.
Sought prey on the weak and impressionable.
who in turn worshipped them as gods. Calling themselves the White Mantle, these converts sacrificed innocents and toppled the Crichton monarchy. The chaos they inflicted on Tyrion was short-lived. They were eventually crushed, and their scattered remnants went into hiding. But pockets of their fanatical followers have been operating in the shadows ever since. There's something?
That's not how the eternal alchemy works.
Tell me what happened to your squad.
Our platoon was on recon. We found something at the north edge of Verdant Brink, so we pitched camp. The plan was to scout the area at dawn, so we turned in for the night. Then everything went to torment in a town cart. There was an explosion, then screams. I grabbed my gear and ran out of the tent. Saw one of my men lit up like a winter's day bonfire. Sabbatha and her lackeys torched everything, laughing as they went. And then blackness. I woke up with a splitting headache, caged like a dog. Kept my mouth shut and just watched them. After a few days, I told them I was ready to talk. Said I'd cooperate in exchange for the safety of my troops. Told them they could use me for hard labor or experimentation, didn't matter. That made my peace with Grenth. I was taken deeper inside, thrown in a pen with some others. They deprived us of food and water. Let their dogs snarl at our cages. At night, we heard the other prisoners begging for their lives before being cut open. The sky would light up and I would hear chanting. Over and over. I'm sorry, Commander. It stuck with me.
What are you doing here?
After I was rescued, I notified the Queen about Salvation Pass. Then I regrouped with my squad and chased some White Mantle here.
So you were here for the blast?
Craziest thing, it exploded, then imploded. Like when you're a kid and you dangle spit from your mouth, then suck it back in.
I never did that.
Sure, me neither, but you know what I mean. When the explosion reversed, it was like it pulled at my soul.
How have you been since Salvation Pass?
Been thanking Dwayne that the rescue team found me in time. Not for them, I'd be rotting in a ditch. Close my eyes at night. Can still hear the screams. Men, women, they spared no one. I lost count. Anyway, I made my way back to Falgear's camp and rejoined the squad. Saw the field medic and got checked out. Then we sent word to Queen Jenna about everything. Gave her and the Shining Blade as much information as we could. The Pact offered to put me on leave, but I turned it down. No way I'm giving these murderers a break. So we pursued a lead on White Mantle movement and tracked the pigs up here. Look what they've done to the place. It's shameful.
I swear I won't harm you. Is it as bad as it looks down there?
It's not good. White Mantle hid in the blast are mad with hunger for magical energy. They gather any scrap they can find.
The White Mantle? Could they have done this? And to what end?
I don't know. Maybe it was an experiment gone wrong. Maybe it was supposed to empower all of them and it went awry.
Whoever it was, we owe them our gratitude. That blast would have hit Lion's Arch, and they just rebuilt the place.
I'd hold off on the thanks until we know what their motive is. There's a pact squad down there. They've already established a camp and are trying to get a foothold in the area.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, it's not all good news. Some other pact members were also caught in the blast.
Just what the Pact didn't need. More dead soldiers.
They're not dead, but they've been twisted by bloodstone magic, just like the White Mantle.
They don't deserve that. They deserve peace.
I understand. I'd want the same if the roles were reversed.
Thank you, Commander.
Continue investigation. Come in. Can you read me, Commander?
Loud and clear, Tiny.
Finally! There's been tons of magical interference. Been difficult to get a clean line to you. Okay, I've been going over some data coming in from the blast area, and one thing stands out. The people who were within the blast radius who, survived, they need to consume the magic to live, but the magic's also driving them more and more insane.
That must be why I've seen them snatching up bloodstone shards.
Then they have to have a way to harvest the magic inside. I wonder how.
I'll track down where they're taking the shards for harvest and see what they're using. Commander, over.
Did you mean Commander out? It's okay. Communicator protocol takes a little getting used to. Timey out.
I've liberated the artifact.
Only thing to do now is try it out. You should be able to harvest bloodstone nodes and fragments scattered by the blast.
Bennett, any update on the creature that hospitalized your scout?
We finally got a message from Priory headquarters. Hard to get a pigeon to fly through a magical storm in one piece. The description of these stone men matched an ancient weapon the Mersat and White Mantle used before the Crichton Civil War. They're called Jade Constructs. They were the Mersat's primary martial units.
Floating constructs. That sounds similar to the Exalted.
That's because they're using ancient magic from a similar origin. Or at least that's my current theory, Poobah.
Did your backpack just call you Poobah, Commander?
It's a long story. Go on, Tiny.
There was a time, way back, when the Seers and the Mersat shared a lot of info. Why do you think they're all so floaty?
So is there anything that'll keep me alive in a fight against these jade things?
Remember that magical protection I told you about? That should work against Jade constructs, too. It was based on Seer research that Zinn, the founder of Rada Novus, performed during the Crichton Civil War. I highly suggest mastering it before you get in a smashy scenario with one of those Jade brutes. Good luck, time me out!
I swear I won't harm you.
It looks like there are magical scorch marks leading this way. Who's there?
It's me, Commander.
Keith! Bennett said he saw you.
Are you...
Trying to figure out why the explosion reversed itself and the trail led me here. Look at these marks. Could these have been made by a torrent of magic?
Possibly. You think something or someone was behind this? Or was it a natural disaster?
Seems like an awfully odd natural disaster. You saw what happened, right?
I've recently learned to not always rely on my senses. They can betray you.
This pedestal seems to be the nexus of it all. Let's look around and see if...
Trevor!
Incoming!
Did you see that?
That bloodstone explosion seemed to trigger some sort of magical echo.
I couldn't really tell what was happening.
Let's find some more bloodstone and see if we can recreate it. Get a clearer picture. This could give us an insight on why the blast reversed itself. Just a bunch of weapons.
You sure about that? Because they're glowing.
How did you end up down here?
I was returning from the grove when I saw the explosion on the horizon. I wasn't going to leave it uninvestigated.
Good work getting this deep into the crater. Must have been moving like a shadow out there.
It's what I do.
Keith, over here. bloodstone pieces next to this staircase. Guess this is how someone would get down here to do whatever it is our test hopefully reveals.
I guess I really wanted it to be a natural disaster. Didn't want to think about someone tinkering with so much power.
What was your business in the grove?
I was visiting the Pale Tree.
How is she after Mortimer's death?
Ailing, but recovering, although not well enough to give me the guidance I needed.
Sorry to hear that.
It's... back to the task at hand. Those explosions exposed some more bloodstones.
It's a note. Must have survived in this chest.
What's it say?
It was the White Mantle, all right. Apparently, they've been prodding the Bloodstone for some time now. But it also hints at some sort of splintering within their group and a divisive leader. Must be Caudecus.
The Legate Minister? I should stop by Divinity's Reach more often. I'm out of the loop.
Bloodstone under this table. Bloodstone here. Can't believe this operation was happening under our noses this whole time. This doesn't look good. expect any different. Your timing has always been perfect.
See, that's why I have to speak now. I know you're still upset with me. You have every right to leave. I can't take back what happened. But I can tell you I know what I did was wrong. And I'm sorry. My wild hunt, Mortimer's voice, they were tearing at each other. And sometimes I didn't know which was which. I was very confused. And I felt like the only person I could trust was me.
That's the very time you should have leaned on your friends.
Don't you see? I didn't know who my friends were. Enemies, friends, even family, all blood. I wish I would have trusted you, but I didn't. And now that's in the past, all I can do is hope you'll forgive me in the future.
Keith.
You don't have to respond now. I want you to think about it, so your decision is considered.
Okay, well, let's see if our little experiment works. Ready? I'll take care of releasing their magic.
Then what?
Then we cross our fingers that we jumpstart the magic echo and don't blow ourselves to smithereens. What was that? What happened?
Where you were standing, there was only a brilliant light, devouring magic. Then some people behind the light didn't look so lucky. These silhouettes.
They must have been vaporized by the blast.
Who would have done this purposefully?
Someone who just absorbed the lion's share of a bloodstone's worth of magic. Could have been Caudecus. I have to find Drannoc and warn him, if he's still alive.
Commander! Are you up there?
Sounds like someone's looking for you.
Commander! Drannoc ordered us to find you. Minister Caudecus is in the area.
He's alive! I need to tell him about what we just witnessed. Point me in the right direction. Keith?
You know what? I think I'll stay a moment. Maybe poke around some more.
Are you sure? Will you be okay?
It's fine, Commander. Remember? I'm a shadow.